Well, it's been a month since the Direct. Game Freak's got a weird schedule lately. I wonder if they've announced any more bullshit. Oh. Don't worry, I don't care about any region other than Kanto either. Hello everyone, this is VG Master 2, back with more Pokemon shit because of course I am. This one should be pretty short, as there's literally only been 2 pieces of information since the Direct. The first one came out in mid-September, first teased about a week before. For the first time this hype cycle, they actually managed to make the reveal interesting as they turned it into a mystery. They put a glitch on the website that, when clicked, brought you to a page with a fuck ton of garbled info. Too bad that was all null and void, as Surfetch'd was also in the leak. Surfetch'd is the wild duck Pokemon, a mono fighting type exclusive to Sword. He's the evolution of Farfetch'd. Yes, finally! It only took over 20 years. You know, after they scrapped one in Gen 2. The appropriate time to have an evolution for a Gen 1 Pokemon. Surfetch'd is literally just Farfetch'd but white, with a shield and a giant fucking sword twice the size of his body. He looks alright, but not nearly as interesting as the beta evolution. And it's a little weird, maybe I'm looking too deeply into an outside source, though in the past, the info has been translated into Pokedex info, but the website says that Farfetch'd only in the Galar region are able to evolve into this. It might not sound too strange, but other evolutions for previously existing Pokemon don't say anything like that. Electivire and Magmortar aren't called Sinnoh region evolutions. They were discovered in Sinnoh, but they aren't Sinnoh evolutions. So, what's this, Game Freak? Is this behavior indicative of your desire to axe Pokemon from the code when it's convenient for you? Is the next time we're gonna see this man outside of Gen 8 the inevitable remake? You better fucking hope not, Game Freak. I mean, this is assuming that Farfetch'd himself doesn't have a regional form, but the way they're wording everything doesn't point to that at all. I feel like there would need to be an important distinction made. Whatever, let's just move on to the next thing, and oh, it's worse! So, at the end of September, Game Freak announced the Nature Cam for October 4th, as a special way of announcing shit. Oh, I'm sorry, let me be more specific. A 24-hour Nature Cam. Alright, that's fine, as long as they announce a lot of shit. Oh, they did nothing but acknowledge Impidimp and show off a new form of a Gen 1 Pokemon, only for her to get a less than 30-second trailer and say nothing about Impidimp yet again! Fucking excuse me? Who the fuck thought this was a good idea? Don't get me wrong. In concept, it's an interesting experiment. But 24 hours for effectively nothing! Who the fuck is going to support that? Of course, Game Freak will never find out how pissed everyone rightfully is, cause before privating the video entirely, they disabled chat. Oh, how brave you are, Game Freak! I totally can't see where the fans' behavior is coming from. Fucking god, 24 hours! All that for a fucking horse! All that for a drop of hype. Well, what is this horse? Why, like I said, a new form of a pre-existing Pokemon. A Gen 1 Pokemon at that. Galarian Ponyta. No, I don't care that Game Freak says Galarian. Galarian sounds better. A mono-psychic type, for some reason, rebranded to the unique Horn Pokemon. Oh, you're so clever, Game Freak. Exclusive to Shield. Gee, what a tough decision. Gen 1 Evo or Gen 1 form difference. Or, the best option, neither. Save your money. She is isn't worth a 24-hour live stream, and she doesn't fix any problems. But I admit, she looks pretty adorable. She actually looks like wingless Princess Celestia, to the point that I'm 90% sure her evolution is just gonna be Princess Celestia. Also, I know people are saying she's Scottish, but no. Reminder that Galar is England and Wales. It literally cuts off where Scotland's border starts. Unicorns may be the national animal of Scotland for some fucking reason, but they also exist in the rest of Britain's mythology. Besides, if this were Scotland, they probably would have made a unicorn an original legendary, like mascot material. But anyway, that's all the news for now. It's all just Gen 1 pandering bullshit. Way to pour salt in the wound, Game Freak. All of these problems would go away if you just announced a patch, but if you want to prolong your suffering, that's on you. Here's a reminder that I have a playlist on different videos explaining the situation regarding Game Freak and their shenanigans if you want to learn more. Here's a reminder to not buy Pokemon Masters, though I might not even have to keep saying that since people hated it so much the creator put out an apology. If only you'd do that, Game Freak. And here's a reminder to not buy Town when that comes out. Anyway, I'm VG Master 2, and I hope to see you next time. Psych! There's actually more! So, as I was making this video, Game Freak dropped another bomb of information on us. So, I'm just gonna slap that shit onto this video. On October 16th, the day of Town's release, even when it comes to their own shit, Pokemon has to overshadow everything else, Game Freak revealed 5 new Gigantamax forms. And, get this, they're all Kanto Pokemon! Wow! Thank you, Game Freak! So very cool! They think they're so clever, don't they? Or they know how stupid they look, but just really like having that Gen 1 circle jerk. Geez, they had more restraint last gen, and that one made sense to pander to Kanto because Hawaii is pretty close to Japan! First up, Pikachu, because of course. Who has returned to his form from the Dark Ages. Obesity is not a joke, children, take care of your body. And Eevee, because of course, who has become a giant ball of fluff. Oh, and you can only get them by wasting $120 buying the pile of shit Game Freak released last year. There's also Meowth, who becomes long. Or is it tall? I couldn't be bothered to give a shit anymore. You can only obtain this boy by shilling for Game Freak before mid-January. Obese Pikachu and Long Meowth were both in the leak, by the way. At this point, I'm just sitting here patiently, waiting for Eternatus. Or any story elements. Next is Charizard, without any sign of Venusaur or Blastoise as usual, who kinda looks like Mega Y, but on fire. It's fine, I guess. He looks pretty cool. And if I'm being honest, I'm a bit glad he got a Gigantamax form because that shows that Pokemon who already had Megas can be further built upon. I just wish they didn't single out Charizard again to show us. And it shouldn't have come at the cost of getting rid of Megas. Finally, there's Butterfree, who gains massive wings. She's actually really pretty, and I like her the best out of this whole batch. And that's it. We know 8 Gigantamax forms, and out of all of them, 3 are for new Pokemon, 5 are from Kanto, and from those 5, 3 of them are non-fully evolved. How the fuck does that work? Apparently the specific ones you get in the games can't evolve, but still. That's how you know that Game Freak didn't think about this gimmick for more than 1 second. The lore doesn't make any sense. At least Megas and Z moves were consistent. Well, that's all for now, for real this time. I'm VG Master 2, and Next time, I'm going to tear everything Game Freak has to say to shreds.